Hey, what if I told you that one of the biggest tech rivalries in the world just got a whole lot more interesting? Because Nvidia, the company that essentially controls the AI chip universe right now, is quietly signaling to its Chinese customers that more powerful chips could be heading their way, and that's a massive deal. So let's break this down, because there's a lot happening beneath the surface here. For the past couple of years, Nvidia has been operating under some pretty strict export controls put in place by the US government. The whole idea was straightforward: don't let China get access to the most advanced AI hardware, because that hardware is basically the engine powering everything from military applications to cutting-edge artificial intelligence research. So Nvidia had to create these watered-down versions of their chips specifically for the Chinese market. We're talking about chips like the H800 and the A800, intentionally less powerful alternatives designed to stay within the boundaries of those US export regulations. But here's where things get really interesting. Nvidia is now telling Chinese customers that it could potentially be ready to offer them more advanced AI chips in the near future. Now, they're not screaming this from the rooftops, but these communications are happening, and they're significant. The context here matters enormously. There have been ongoing discussions at the highest levels about the future of these export restrictions, and Nvidia is clearly paying very close attention to how the political winds are blowing. Think about what this means from a business perspective for a second. China is not a small market for Nvidia, it's actually one of the company's most important revenue sources. At its peak, China represented somewhere around 20 to 25% of Nvidia's total data center revenue. When those export restrictions really tightened up, Nvidia took a genuine financial hit. So the idea of being able to sell more advanced chips back into that market? That's potentially billions of dollars back on the table for them. And from China's side, the demand is absolutely enormous. Chinese tech giants, companies like Baidu, Alibaba, Tencent, and a whole wave of AI startups have been scrambling to secure computing power. They've been stockpiling whatever Nvidia chips they can get, working around restrictions, and even pouring money into developing domestic alternatives through companies like Huawei with its Ascend chips. But the honest truth is, nothing quite matches the performance and the software ecosystem that Nvidia has built around its hardware. So if more advanced chips become available, Chinese companies are going to be lining up. Now, the big question everyone's asking is what actually changes here? Is this just Nvidia being optimistic, or is there a real policy shift on the horizon? The Trump administration has been reviewing these export controls, and there are genuine conversations happening about recalibrating where exactly those lines are drawn. Some officials argue the restrictions haven't fully achieved their goals anyway, partly because China has been finding alternative paths to computing power. So the debate is very much alive. What's clear is that Nvidia is not sitting on its hands. They're staying in close contact with their Chinese client base, essentially saying, hey, don't go anywhere, don't fully commit to competitors, because we might have something better for you soon. It's smart business, honestly. Keep the relationship warm while the regulations are in flux. But here's the thing that really makes you think: if Nvidia does get the green light to sell more powerful AI chips to China, are we actually slowing down the AI race between these two superpowers, or are we about to accidentally hit the fast-forward button?